Have Bamber here for PSP Sports. As you can see with me, former IBF middleweight champion of the world, dazzling Darren Barker. Darren, how are you, my friend?
Good, mate. I'm not sweating here. I'm taking off the makeup and doing a bit of Sky today, so.
Hard day's work at Sky, to say the least, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, I'm good though. I'm good. Good. It was an interesting night of boxing, wasn't it? I mean, some of the fights didn't live up to the expectations. I mean, I wouldn't say I was disappointed in Haye Davis because he got he got the job done. He's done the business. Just, I know what he's capable of. I've seen him in the gym. I know he's an exceptional fighter. We just didn't see it today. But I mean, he won pretty much every round. So on to the next one. Mike Ward, a good friend of mine. Really, I've known him for years from the Repton. It was an interesting fight, a good learning fight for him, a good 12-round learning fight. Again, even though he's British champion, you don't stop learning. And yeah, I mean, it was interesting and fair play to Ronnie Clark. He kept coming and made Martin work for that win.
Darren, yesterday, I've got to talk to you about this show. David Haye and Tony Bellew was announced. I mean, what a fight we have there.
Wow.
Right, can you first give me your thoughts on what you thought when the announcement was initially made, and your thoughts on the fight itself?
I wasn't massively surprised, just because I know the interest and the money, it all makes sense. But just extremely excited. That was the real emotion. Extremely excited. I hope you don't ask who. Oh, there you go. That's
much better lighting. There we go.
Oh, there you go. You can see all my blemishes now. No, yeah, just extremely excited. I mean, I'm just buzzing that we're making fights in Britain, and everyone's going to be tuning in for that for sure. The build-up's going to be amazing. It's going to be great.
So yeah, I mean, obviously the rivalry started back in May. Obviously, Tony was very, very vocal about it. Firstly, David, I believe, is the favourite of the bookies. Do you agree with this? And what do you think Tony needs to do to win the fight, bearing in mind he's the underdog of the bookies?
I think David being the favourite is probably correct, just because of the jump up in weight. I know it's Kruger's a heavyweight, there's not a great deal between him, but he has been the one who's campaigned at heavyweight, though not at a decent level for a few years. I can see why David is the favourite. He's a huge puncher, but on the flip side, so is Tony Bellew, and I think the way Tony can win, for me, is to really try and land a big shot. Tony is a huge puncher himself, massive puncher, and David hasn't been hit by anyone of any note in 5 years. So he'll try and catch him cold and test that chin out at least.
Also, Darren, in particular, I was going to say that heavyweight is on Sky Sports box office. There's always talk about, should it be pay-per-view, shouldn't it be pay-per-view, but do you believe this one will really cross over to the casuals?
Of course, and I think there'll be a lot of buyers. I think there could be a record amount of buyers in this one, and you can see why, because you have to give Tony a chance of winning, because he does carry that power. He does carry that power. So yeah, I think a lot of people are going to buy into this one.
Darren, lastly, I know everyone's heading off now. Lastly, talk to you about that night against Gill. Against Gill. Talk to you about that night when you won the world title.
Special. I mean, anything I do in life now is a bonus. I mean, people have their defining night. I'm not like a lot of these blokes who got in here tonight. I'm not a warrior. I never pretended to be a tough man or a hard man or anything like that. People know my brother passed away, and my aim, my goal was to win a world title for him and my family name, and I was able to do it. So it doesn't matter whatever happens, that's my defining moment. So I hold my head high and my shoulders back, and I'm just proud of what I was able to achieve, and ultimately make my family proud.
Still remember staying up for that fight.
Yeah, did you really?
No, because you're right. No. I couldn't see because I was getting my A-level results next day.
Nice one.
So yeah, I had to watch that. But anyway,
enjoyed it, mate.
Congratulations, former IBF middleweight champion, Darren Barker. Thank you very much, my friend.